subscribe and join the Hoho family.
Good morning, dear Hohos. It's Happy Vesak Day. Yuki over here. Say good morning to. No. Here's the camera. Good morning, dear Hohos. So cute. Recently, I think I've really been so hardworking. It's a public holiday. It's actually Vesak Day. It's where my Buddhist friends go to temples. I guess it's to celebrate the way of life, because Buddhism is not really a religion, right? I'm not too sure regarding the origins of Vesak Day, so if anyone knows, enlighten me, because I'm just too lazy to go and Google, and I prefer to hear it from like people with experience with stuff. We're going out for for Muaythai first, and then high intensity interval training. Thereafter, I'll be going off for hot pot with John and his friends and our friend. I mean, they're my friends now. So it's a full packed day ahead of us before we go back to work tomorrow. Yesterday, there was a little bit of a bummer because I was supposed to collect a medication at my hospital. I mean, the prescription at my hospital, but then I was busy, so I got Daddy Ho to go for me, which he did, thankfully, because I was just too busy from work to leave earlier, and I can't leave earlier, and I didn't want to waste like taking a leave. I asked my dad to do me a favor since he's back from China. Story goes, he went to collect the prescription at my hospital. He went to another hospital as directed. I wouldn't mention names here. It's not my intention to also badmouth certain places. He went to the other hospital and he gave them the prescription. They were a bit so shocked because they don't have the medicine. Second thing is like they didn't have the arrangement of like other patients from other hospitals coming over to collect their medication. I think it was like the first for them or something like that. There was a lot of confusion going on, a lot of misunderstandings going on, where Daddy Ho had to waste lots of his time there. A few hours he just spent down there. I was calling to find out what happened because I even have the evidence. I spoke verbally with a staff regarding the instructions, and I also have an SMS that states that I'm supposed to collect at my hospital and then I'll go over for the medicine. So at my hospital it's just a prescription. So they were checking this and that, and then they just dragged, and then I told them to faster go and contact Daddy Ho because I don't want to waste his time. But they didn't, and we waited for 1 hour, still no call. Called again, and things were just not moving. It's not like I want to complain or I want to blame, but at that point in time, I was just so frustrated that I was like, okay, so what do we do to just get the medicine? And that's all I want. I'm not going to go back because I'm going to waste my time. I'm going to waste Daddy Ho's time as well, so I just want to set it by today. The staff actually told us to come back another day because there could be a possibility that we have to go back to my hospital to collect the medication because they have the medication and not the other hospital. So it's so confusing, right? So anyway, long story cut short, after wasting hours shuffling here and there, Daddy Ho went back to my hospital and he collected the medication and went back. Why did the hospital ask us to go to another hospital? It's a waste of our time. It's just a little bummer story. Oh yes, at that point in time, because I had to juggle work and the hospital, I was very frustrated already. I really wanted to just complain because I don't want the same thing to happen to another person. I just want to get them into trouble. Like I mentioned, it's not my intention to get people into trouble. It's not what I want. But what I wanted was things to get settled as soon as possible, which they did not deliver because later on, the person actually called saying that she's just too busy to call us back. And to me, it's not very acceptable because I already said that my dad has been waiting there for some time, and it was this person who actually made the mistake, regardless of whether it was the pharmacist's fault or this person's fault. Hospital just didn't really want to accept responsibility, which is something that I cannot accept. What can we do? I mean, we don't want to blow things up as well. It's just medication, right? Yeah, so it's just a little rant to you guys. As I continue on my quest to find out why am I bleeding.
1, 2, 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, Yuki, almost.
So you know that.
Hey. Yuki. 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 Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Sniffing. Yes? 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 Which one do you want? Which one do you want? Hello? camera. So cute.
Up. Up. Good. Elbow. Very good. Okay, kick. When you kick the back, make sure you block. Don't make it loose. Block. Kick. Okay. Yeah. Kick. Very good. Come on. Remember to turn your left foot. Your left foot never turn. Good. Come on. There. You see the sound coming. Come on. Okay. Good. Reveal in front. Okay. Kick. Good. Higher bit. Higher bit. Up. Okay, up. Yes, good. Very good. Come on, kick. Okay, higher a bit. Yes. Okay, 5 more. Good, good. 5 more. You win. Yes, then bring up. Throw. Good, throw. Good. 3, 2 more. Come on. Last one. Okay, very good. Good, up. Good. Good. Yep. Good. Close grip. Bend your fist. Good cross. Cross and stay. Cross and stay. Stay. And see. Up. Okay. Sit. Yep. Sit. Good. Yeah. You see. Come. Hey. Video man. Video. Videoing. Videoing. Okay. Good cross. Very good. Back. Okay, 1 minute. Good. Turn sideways. Right? No. Your body turn. Your knees turn. Yes, up. Yeah. Turn. Good. Cross. Move there. Don't run. Okay, stay. Stay there. Okay. Slowly kick. Up. Good. 1 jump. Hit. Good. 1 knee. Up. Okay. 2 jet cross. Yep. Good. Jet cross. 1 knee. Sorry, 1 kick. Jet cross. Knee. Up. Kick. Kick. Very good. Back. Here. Follow my center. Okay. Yep. Never pivot. That's why I said pivot. Yes. Pivot can reach. Pivot. There you see. Pivot. Cross in. Yes. Go. Kick. So that's why you need to pivot. Good. Don't let go. More. Good. 1. Okay. Elbow just now. Good. Up. Cover back your face. Elbow. Good. Yeah. Kick. Good. Drop. Good. Cross. Drop. Cross. Okay. Elbow. 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 Pivot also never pivot. Yeah, you see? Cover back, cover, pivot.